I know it has been a very long day, but this is to me, the best part of the day. You're going to meet our current students, and you will be able to ask them any question you want. So before we start, please, let's welcome them. Thank you guys for coming. They are very, very busy. ESADE keeps them very, very busy. And even though they found the time to come here today to share with you their very own personal experience and to answer to you any question you might have. So to start with, let them allow themselves to introduce themselves.
All right. I'm not sure if you can hear me in the back. Is this anyway? I'm Stefan. I'm studying the Master in Finance. I'm half Spanish, half Swedish, but I grew up in Barcelona for quite a large part of my life. I did my bachelor's in the UK. I did business, so I come from a business background, and I think that the main reason I came to ESADE was because of like the kind of the fact that it's a lot more practical than many British universities in the way in their approach and their way of teaching. And given that I came from a British background in that sense, I kind of wanted to switch things up a bit, and obviously the reputation plays a huge role. So.
Thanks. Hello everyone, my name is Philip. I'm from Germany. I studied business before in Hamburg, in the north of Germany. And yeah, I came here because after my bachelor studies, I did an internship in South America and got into contact with Spanish and the whole surrounding, and found very interesting that this master program, especially in entrepreneurship, is, I think, very unique in Europe, and it's exactly the direction I wanted to take. I love the practical approach of the program and the international focus, and yeah, this was for me the reason, and of course the city itself, the culture, and all of that made it my decision to come here.
Hi, my name is Pierre-Luc. I'm from Montreal, Canada. So I did my bachelor in HEC Montréal. I did a BBA in finance, and I did the semester in Hong Kong as well. So when I was looking for my master, I wanted to go somewhere else in North America and Asia, so I focused on Europe. And after, as I said, the ESADE rankings, and also for me it was more about the structure of the master, how it was structured with the study tour and everything, and also the international part of ESADE played a big role, which was this school.
Hi, my name's Elise. I'm from Holland. I'm doing the Master in Finance as well, and I did my bachelor's in Rotterdam before. And I chose ESADE because I think a combination of what they've already mentioned. It's a great reputation. Barcelona, living in Barcelona is fantastic, and it offers so many international perspectives, and that was very interesting for me.
Hi, I'm Borja. I'm Spanish. I studied my bachelor's here at ESADE as well, and I graduated last year from my master's in international management, and I'm doing the SEMS program here at ESADE and also, well, at HEC in Paris. And why did I choose ESADE? Well, first of all, because I had one thing very clear. I wanted to pursue an international career, and I knew that ESADE could give me the international exposure I needed in order to get that international career. And I'm actually I just got a job and I'm gonna work abroad now, so yeah, I can say that ESADE made it for me. So yeah, I'm really happy I chose ESADE.
Hello, my name is Thomas. I'm born and bred in Brazil, and I studied business administration there, more focused towards communications and marketing as well. I'm also doing the Master in Marketing program, and in September I'm starting the SEMS program as well. The first half year I'm doing it here, and then I'm moving to Milano to go to Bocconi. And I decided to come to ESADE because of the way that ESADE developed their first contacts with me, trying to look for the best solution for my career and for my academic career as well. And also for the opportunity to learn Spanish, because I believe it's a very important language for a global professional.
Well, hi guys, welcome you to ESADE. Even though if I introduce myself as Eduardo in the restaurants, I'm Balázs, and it's quite an unlucky name in Spain. so no one can pronounce it, of course. I think I am the only Hungarian student now on the masters. Actually, I chose the track because of the reputation of ESADE and also of the structure of the program, and also the study trip, which I would say it's a key highlight of the program. At least for me, it was, which was amazing in India. It was also recent. So I hope. Actually, I won't see you there, but I hope some of the guys, maybe some guys, will see you there soon.
Hi there. I'm Joy. I'm from Mumbai in India. I actually did my bachelor's in computer science engineering, and I was looking for a change of looking into going into general management. So for the change, I was looking around all over the world. I just wanted an international experience, and for that very reason, I chose ESADE. Also for the reason that it's extremely diverse, and I'm probably sure that the last 8 months have been some of the best moments of my life. It's been a great learning curve. So yeah, that's why ESADE.
Hi, the last one here. I'm also from Germany. I'm studying the Innovation Entrepreneurship program like Philip. I did my bachelor's in international affairs and business in Switzerland. And I mean, 2 reasons that I would like to mention, in addition to the ones that were already mentioned, why I chose ESADE. First one is this really practical approach towards group work. So you will be in all kinds of masters. You will be constantly in group works with people from all different nationalities, all different backgrounds, computer scientists, engineers, everything. It might be at points like super stressful and really also really tough, but you learn a lot. And I think this is something which will, for all your professional career, be super valuable. I didn't have that during my bachelor's. And the second point I'd like to mention is like how ESADE is really also rooted in society. I mean, they always push it forwards and they present it, but I really think it's like this. So you will have like one mandatory course, for example. It's called Business and Society, in which you really are exposed to how business is actually part of society and this kind of social aspect, which they tend to not teach at business school. This is what they do here, or try to do here at least, and this is also what I liked a lot.
Thank you so much for sharing your reasons with us. Somebody already has a first question for them. Come on, don't be shy. Part of the admissions process, and we have the directors over there. So, your call. Your call.
Thank you. Hello to everybody. I have a question for the students who did SEMS. How useful was it? What did it bring you to? What did it bring to your master? And would you recommend it?
Okay, so for me, like SEMS was the ideal option because I wanted to have an international career, and I think it enables you to have more international exposures because you have this exchange term abroad in amazing universities. I guess you already know some of them, like. And it's not only about going on exchange, another term. It's not only about meeting other people. It's also about the way the community that it creates within SEMS. It's not only about the universities, but also about the corporate partners. We organized a SEMS Career Forum. This last year was in Vienna. And you have the chance not only to meet the corporate partners, but also people from all over the world. We were 900 students all going to Vienna, and you can imagine how much fun that can be. And on top of that, I'd say that the SEMS community is very strong. Here, Thomas can tell you as well. We're both in the SEMS Club now, and we organize a lot of activities. So it's not only, as I say, about your academic experience, but also about your experience outside the classes, the classrooms. And for me, yeah, I'd say that it made the difference because it gives you the network, it gives you also the experience in the other universities. In my case, I went to HEC, and I enjoyed it a lot. I met a lot of friends, and you also get to know a lot of people because first of all, you stay 1 year here at ESADE, then you go on exchange, so you get to know a lot of people as well, and then you come back and you have new people here as well because you have your incoming students here at ESADE. So I don't know, like for me, it's been amazing. this week, sorry, on Monday, we all the SEMS Club presidents met in Warsaw, and it was also an amazing opportunity to discuss all the topics related to the master. And in this regard, I'd say that I would extremely encourage not only the SEMS students, but also the other students that are applying for the other masters to get involved in the student associations activities, because that's what makes also the difference here at ESADE, the involvement in other activities rather than only coming to the classes and attending the compulsory courses. I think you can make the most of it, and with SEMS, I'd say like you can even like do it in do it more.
I have a question. I think that's actually regarded to the last sentence you said. I think you're all like investing a lot of time during your studies here. What are you doing to get your head free?
Who wants to answer that one?
Head free, what's that?
Come on, who dares? Who dares?
Well, I mean, you're in Barcelona. Like I mean, look at the weather now. Even it's like I'm from Holland. I mean, this is summer for me. You know, this is absolute summer. You can go to the beach. You can there's such a huge culture here. If you go out to eat, the nights are never ending. You know, there's so many things you can do. But also just things together. I mean, hanging out with your classmates. I know for me it was a big adjustment to have the Spanish lunchtime, so it's not 12 o'clock on the dot with a sandwich, but it's from, 2 o'clock to 3:30, you're just relaxing and, having a big 3-course meal, and that's great because often we have classes in the morning and then in the afternoon, and you've got a big break in between, and so it's really nice to kind of just all get together, sit together. I think on the campus tour afterwards, you'll see where most of us eat. It's like on the corner outside, and it's lovely just to sit in the sun or even inside when it rains 2 days out of the year. And yeah, I mean, there's enough you can do. There's a gym on campus that I know I personally don't, but a lot of people do use that gym. And I mean, it's even got like a sauna thing. I've heard many cool stories, so I think that's like another no.
Okay, thank you. Enough about cool sauna stories. So, if somebody wants to add something on it, please, no sauna stories. Come on. Let us add something.
I have a question.
Yeah.
For the Spanish speakers, as you have a high workload, when you study French or German, let's say from zero, do you have enough time to succeed?
Okay, I don't think I can actually help with that because I didn't have I don't know if maybe it's changed, but if you speak Spanish, you don't actually have to take an additional language. So for me, I was just taking the core finance master's courses. I don't know if you did SEMS, you would have had to do French, I guess.
I think you're referring to the SEMS language requirements, maybe, because otherwise it's not compulsory to learn another language.
But before they told us that it's Spanish English, and if you are Spanish native and English, you can
do another one. Yes, you can do another one. In my case, I continued French because it was compulsory for me because I was doing SEMS. But yes, you can perfectly do it. I mean, it's like the rest of the students. They are studying Spanish, if I'm not mistaken, from 12 to 3 or something like this, and they can have the normal workload and then Spanish. Yeah, I think it's doable.
I mean, in terms of choosing a language which is not compulsory, I think it's all about the choices that you want to make. So I think no one of us is going to lie to you if we tell you that it's like really intense, especially like the first terms. You have a lot to do. So what you do in your free time, it's really about choices. So if you choose to learn another language, I think it's perfectly fine, but then you might not be able to do something else which you would really like to do, like for example, sign up in this one association that promote entrepreneurship here on campus, or like do 3 times a week a certain type of time-intensive sport or something like that. So I think you can perfectly do it. I mean, many people of us who are non-Spanish speakers, and they started off with Spanish like level 0, and they continued like they did it the whole time. But it's like 6 hours, I think, of classes like every week, or 5 or something like this. And yeah, the 5 hours you could also use for something else. So guess, about choices. Yeah.
For the finance students, what does a typical day look like for you guys?
He's in finance, but he just don't want to answer. Okay, so
no sauna stories.
Yeah, so I'll give you a week because every day change. But basically, in a week you have your classes. Usually, you have 5 classes per term, or 4, depending on the term. And sometimes you have some intensive classes that finish earlier. So basically, let's say you have 4 days of class. Every day you have 3 hours, and the rest of the time you usually, either meet with your team or work on teamwork, on team project, and in the weekend, since we work that hard during the week, just to come back to the question, I don't think anyone will be shy to tell, like, yes, we go out and we have time to enjoy and we have time to invite friends for dinner and we have time to do that. So, but in the Master in Finance, we might do a bit more. No, I'm just teasing them a little bit. But so a typical day, 3 hour of class, and then you work on your project because you have a lot of project and you have a lot of teamwork, and you don't want to let your team down, so you work. So let's say 3 hours of class, 5-6 hours of readings and work, and the rest is free.
And extracurriculars related to finance, is there any?
I know they started like a trading competition, so there's that. There's the applications, because you spend a lot of time doing applications. But extracurricular, I don't know.
There's also the
the CFA.
There's a CFA competition that you can kind of compete to get into at the beginning of the first year, and it's a bit of additional work, but it is related to a project that we work on in our first trimester. Basically, it involves valuing a company, and eventually, if you get through certain stages, you go to Madrid and you pitch your valuation to a certain board, and if you get through to the next stage, you can go to in Amsterdam maybe, and then if you get to the final round, that's in the States. So there's that kind of stuff related to finance. I'm not sure if there's anything else.
But because in finance, we have a lot of studies. There's exams and designate, like the CFA exam. If you want to do it at the end of the master, you have to study for it during the master or in December. So that's some extra stuff you can do.
You'll have plenty to do.
Well, with the things we have heard now, I was curious if you could share with our audience here and also with the people who are watching us live. I would also like the opportunity to say hello. I know it's not TV, but I know some of my candidates are following us today because they could not join us. So, hello, Johannes. Hello, Carmen. Say hello. Well, how is your learning curve when it comes to Spanish? Please, only the ones who are learning something can talk. Spanish?
Well, as I said, I'm from Brazil, so I speak Portuguese, so that's a bit of an advantage for if I want to learn Spanish, because it's very similar. But I think that it really makes a difference when you're having classes in Spanish and when you're living in a Spanish community. Okay, people here speak Catalan, but everyone speaks Spanish, and it really makes a difference when you are immersed in a culture that transpires Spanish in other ways. And for me, it was really, really profitable because I thought that I knew how to speak Spanish, but I honestly spoke Portuñol, which is not Spanish. Now I really know what I'm saying when I'm talking, and I can actually speak and be understood and understand people much better. So the learning curve is quite steep. In the first month, it was a bit hard to make myself understood. But then it gets easier and very, very enjoyable.
So for me, it's very different because I come from absolute no Latin background, so it's very, very hard. I mean, I won't joke around when I say that those 3 hours can get really hard in between 2 classes sometimes. But having said that, it's actually one of the best experiences as well, because you're always struggling to understand that one word more in every class. No, but it actually helps. Like after the first 2 months, I could actually see the difference when I go out to a shop or to buy something, or even when I'm going out at night or in the evening. You speak that few words of Spanish or a few sentences of Spanish, people give you that extra bit of generosity. You feel as a part of a community. So I actually say it's actually a very important part. As much as you might cry on those days when you have your submissions and your projects and you have a Spanish class pending as well. But no, but all said that apart, I've actually say that it's, if you have an option, I would say take Spanish or French or German. Because you may say for those few months or at those moments that it's really bad, but a few months down the line, I've actually seen a lot of improvement, and I think it's a very important part of the whole ESADE experience for me. So.
Well, I can only reinforce Joy. Like I know that I made my friends laugh so many times because I had no Spanish knowledge, and like at 2 a.m. in the cab trying to speak some Spanish. It's sometimes it was funny, yeah. But I think I'm in a good progress. Also because I would really advise, like if you really come here and if you will start your program, to live in Barcelona, because it's you are really exposed and to the Spanish language, and you have to speak in the supermarket. And I would say, like, my theoretical knowledge in Spanish, of course, is from classes, but like if you live in Barcelona, you go to the shops and you try to get the local experience, try to speak with the locals. It's the best thing, and you can improve, I think, way faster than if you just stick in, let's say, in international environment and always speak English. And also you should utilize the opportunity that probably you will have a lot of Spanish classmates, and not to speak with them English, but to also ask them to help you to speak Spanish with you.
Thank you very much. I mean, we should all we have done it with a bit of a touch of humor, but Spanish is one of the most commonly spoken languages in the business world, so it's a very unique opportunity we're giving you here. Questions?
Yeah, I was wondering how the Spanish classes are built up. Is it just learning from a book and having a Spanish exam, or is it also giving presentations in Spanish and projects, or?
Well, it really depends on the level that you start. Like, I'm pretty sure that if you start from a more basic level, you're gonna be doing
Definitely beginner.
Yeah, so you're gonna be doing more of the basic stuff, maybe more of like a traditional language class would be with the book, of course, with speaking, with listening, and so on. But as you build up the knowledge, you would definitely be going into some presentations. I know I had to translate my curriculum, defend a company project, and these kind of things. So the professors, whenever possible, they try to get the Spanish and to pass it to you in a corporate environment, in a business related environment, for sure.
Well, as I was a real beginner like you, and after like 3 or 4 weeks, I had to present. So like actually we had a presentation in the beginner level. Of course, I didn't present a financial statement of a company. Probably it would have been hard, but I had to present my family and friends, and but it's really interactive. Also because the teachers are native Spanish, so I wouldn't say it's like a really old-fashioned language course where you really just study from your book, but it's really interactive.
Yeah, I would like to reiterate the point. And it's always about interaction. It's a lot of fun, actually. A lot of students just having fun around. You speak in Spanish as much as possible. There are presentations. Obviously, we do for our city, my family, all those kind, which is a much lower level. But we do, and there is a little more coursework per se, like a little more bookish, I would say, compared to the higher levels, because they have a lot more grammatical base in something. So yeah, we do have presentations and the other fun.
And at the upper end, so if you're already fluent in Spanish, you can still, which was my case, but you can already still like take a Spanish course. It's basically just conversation with the professor, with your fellow classmates, so you get to meet also, which is cool, I think, not only the people from your program, but also the marketing and the finance and so on, so you're with them in the Spanish class. And yeah, then it's about conversation and about you watch like also funny YouTube videos in between, so it's really relaxed actually. And I can just enforce the point that I think even though you're already fluent in Spanish, it might make sense to just take this course, because they will still just push you with grammar. And like also, if for example, if you have learned Spanish in Latin America, then coming here, it's also different. And then they teach you like some really just like local Spanish sayings, or even like sayings that they just have here in Catalonia. So even though you're fluent, yeah, just consider taking the class.
How is your relationship with the teachers? I mean, inside and outside the classes?
I can speak for the MIE class, and of course it depends not only on you but also on the teacher, like how much they want to offer. But in general, I can say it's really it's a close connection with the teachers, and I can give you one example for our class. We have a marketing teacher, and his classes were really good, and he's really trying to push us outside of class, and he just this year invented an initiative. It's called Growth Initiative, and he encouraged us to build teams in class and then connect us with mentors and business angels. And we have meetings every 2 weeks at Tuesday nights, and we meet with him and discuss our business models and our ideas. And this is really great because he does not have to do it, but he does it because he thinks there's so much potential in our group, and he wants to give us hands-on experience. And this makes it really cool and really different than other classes or than other programs, I think.
Just to add, I mean, that's the size of a class, and it's at maximum it will be full, so it's pretty small compared to other schools. So by the end of the term, I think the teacher know your name, and if you just make the effort sometimes to go talk with him at the end of the class or her, I mean, they get to know you, and you know at the end you have to do a master project, either a thesis or company project, and it's good to have that relation with teacher because they will be here to help you. And yeah, since it's really like small groups, there's a good connection with teachers.
I think also it's very different for the different masters. I mean, for innovation, it's a lot more hands-on and we have and practical. I mean, our classes often are just very theoretical, but it's true what Pierre-Luc said. The classes are very small, and in the beginning I was kind of skeptical of the name tags and everything, but the teachers know your name. They have their office hours. They're always saying that you can go and ask them questions, and it's very cool because I was used to huge lectures of 300 people. It was very, very impersonal, and now it's like completely different. I mean, they know everybody's name, and also a lot of the grades are also based on participation, which means that it leads to very interactive classes, and so you're having a lot of dialogue with the teachers in the class, even if for us a lot of the time it's theoretical. We still have to participate, and so you have a lot of interaction with your teacher as well.
Just one last thing. There's also for each of the masters, there's like a program manager, and I'd have to say that with our program manager, especially well, I don't know if especially, or at least I can speak for us in finance, we have a pretty I think everyone has a pretty tight relationship with our program manager, which is Marta, and so they're always really approachable. You can always discuss any issues you might be having, or make some suggestions, or just pretty much anything. You can always go and talk to them, and they're always super approachable. So that's really good.
I'm a part of the admission teams, and I would like to ask a question related with career development. You know that when you're at the admission process, we are always asked for your career goals. And I'm curious to know if during this experience here at ESADE, your career goals change a lot or not.
So yes, the answer is yes, and it's part of it is because of that guy at the end of the. So when I started, I really had a strong background in finance. I did my BBA in finance. I did CFA exams, so I was all about finance. I had a bit of experience in startups, which I really enjoyed, but I mean, I didn't see any future in it. And at during the first term, I met Malte, and he invited me to join his team for the HALT competition. I don't know if you know about the HALT competition. Anyway, it's a big competition. It's based on social entrepreneurship, and he asked me to join part of the team as being like the finance guy. And at the, not only, but I think by the end I wasn't too bad with the ideas, and so after ESADE, and I said to some of you guys, you get really challenged when you come to ESADE. You start with a goal, and because of the people you meet, and because of the quality of the people around you, not only the teacher, but I mean the people in the class, it's high quality people, seriously. I mean, they did amazing internship or job experience, or they come from four corners of the world. I mean, it's amazing. So be ready to be challenged on your career goal, because even if you have a clear idea, when you come in, yes, you change, and sometimes you change for the best because you discover things that you didn't know about before, and that was my case, and now I changed a bit. So, yeah.
Actually, my story is a little bit the opposite. I'm doing finance also, but I didn't have a finance background. I just studied international business. And when I was accepted, I thought, oh, it's a wonderful opportunity. Why not? I'll do it. I don't see myself going into finance, but I'll see. But I think also kind of the same reason, because of the people around me, you know, in the beginning, already in the first months, everyone was asking me, are you applying? Are you applying? And I thought, applying, you know, it's like November. Why would I be applying? I still have like a year left. But it really kind of motivates you to start looking into things and looking into your options. And now actually next week I have the final round at a big bank, and I never thought that would happen. So for me it's actually kind of the opposite. I don't know, it's funny, but it's also for the same reason. It's because of everyone around me, and because they told so many great stories, because they really inspire you, and you want to work with people like of a similar level and who are also like that. So I think that's also something really cool that ESADE offers you.
If I could just add something, I don't think that when I said that I have my career change, I'm not gonna do marketing. I mean, I still will stay in finance, but I mean, if you have really specific role in finance, you have your focus, and when you start applications, I mean, you have either to choose asset management or M&As, or you have really to be specific. And if you come in ESADE with that specific, fields, I mean, it's for sure you're gonna be challenged and change after, at least within the field.
So in my case, when I started my first master's in international management, I had a rather broad objective, which was pursuing an international career. But other than that, I didn't know which industry I preferred, which department or function I liked. And I think that after 2 years, ESADE and SEMS have given me not only the experiences but also the tools to get to know which kind of industry I want to work for. And now, as I told you, thanks these 2 years, I have been able to find what I like and to get a job in that, and it's amazing. And you don't need to have a very clear objective right now. I know that it sounds a bit scary when you're about to start a master's and you don't know what you want to do in life. I had no clue. I only knew that I wanted to have this international exposure. But after 2 years, or even after 1 year, I already knew, because I had so many examples here in the school, and also because, as they said, you get to know a lot of people here that they can tell you about their experiences in other industries, and I think that's very useful.
Maybe just one point regarding the team again, or the people you're gonna meet and how they might influence you. So in the Innovation Entrepreneurship Master, we have one guy who already had a business when he came in here, and now I think we're 6 or 7 people who will join him, or maybe 5. For the in-company project. So we will now work for him or with him, better said, for 2 or 3 months, just to check out how it's like to be working together in that environment, with the option then to just join him full time, get equity in the company, and the company is already making good money, is cash flow positive and everything. So it's really on a high growth path. So what I want to say by that is that you meet not only friends, but you also you probably meet people you're gonna do business with and maybe start a company with here, and even though you have like a certain goal, you want to go to consultancy or whatever, and then you meet those amazing people, and then you might as well just start a company with them. And I think this is something. I mean, how many of the big companies have been started out of university, and especially in our program, I think it's really present that people just join together and they just start working on business ideas, and this is also how career goals can change, but as I believe, to the better.
Any questions? So, you? Okay.
Hi everyone. I think you already said that during Spanish you kind of meet people from different programs. But going back to what you guys had as an experience with the health project, how much is made for people of different masters to meet each other, to maybe interact part of school, outside of school? Is this like something which is often happening, or is it more restricted to the people you're studying with directly?
Yeah, I think a lot of our meetings outside are also due to the fact that everyone stays in Barcelona. I mean, majority of the people I know stay in Barcelona, and that makes it very easy to meet outside. There's always someone posting something that there's something going on here. You will have people going for dinner with each other or something or the other, and they have their own set of friends. These guys have their other set of friends. So the interaction is quite a lot. I mean, you get to meet probably a lot of people from other courses. Things like the HULT program obviously help a lot. I mean, we had this mixer before the HULT program where we met other people, even the MBAs, and we wanted to make a combined team or something with them. And these are great experiences to maximize your network as possible. I mean, I think it's one of the most key components when you come to a master's program. It's not just about your academics or your focus or my career application, but the contacts you make here are going to be there for you tomorrow or day after tomorrow when you need to jump or you need to find someone else, or you are going to some other country. I think the people out here will probably give you the maximum benefit, and I think staying in Barcelona and having this whole network is actually very easy, and I don't think it's been very hard mixing with all the other programs, I would say.
Yeah, so like I would say if you are open, there won't be any day when you will get bored. So if you really want to meet friends, like, and it's totally not depend on what program you study, because you are mixed with all of the students. And also if you come here to Barcelona, let's say a bit earlier, it's even easier to make a lot of friends in the beginning, because you didn't start the school, and you just want to hang around to get to know to the city, and you don't know anyone. So first you just reach out to the other students, which is easy because actually the university helps a lot, because already organizes some groups on social media, so you already know some of your students. And prepare, because I never had that many WhatsApp groups before, and now I have a lot. There is no way that I unlock my phone and there are some unread messages, and it's mixed with, of course we have some groups with marketing people, but then we have a lot of mixed groups, so I would say you mix a lot.
I would just add that not only for this question, but for many questions, I think ESADE is like the land of opportunity. There's every day in your email there are new, I don't know, like expositions appearing, fairs, forums, case discussions, and just a ton of opportunities for you to get involved and to do something different. And it's not only going to be with your classmates. So you can join clubs, you can go to the SEMS club, the marketing club, you can go to whatever you want, and you will definitely not be able to do everything that you want. You're going to have to choose exactly what's better for you. So I'm pretty sure that ESADE won't lack in this factor.
Sorry, just I think specifically for your question about mixing masters, this is also related to the curriculum, because we're now in the third term where we have elective subjects and also skills seminars. And there are still some electives which I think are specific for the different masters, but there's many that are mixed. Especially if you're in management, you can choose from a lot of the different master programs, and the skills seminars are always mixed. And it's incredibly interesting because I noticed, I mean, this is roughly what a finance class looks like, girl-guy ratio. And so it was like all of a sudden, you know, it's 50-50 again, and it's completely different. And they, I mean, if somebody from innovation has a whole different input, a completely different idea, so than somebody from finance, so it really adds a whole other dimension to the class. So I think definitely in this term, you have not only social activities but a lot of class time. That's where it's also mixed in the masters. Oh yes, the study tours. The study tours also, I think. If you want to say.
I was just gonna add, because I think that's one of the best places also to meet people from other master. The study tours. I don't know if you know a bit how the structure is, but it's around well, between the first and the second term for most of them. Okay, there's some study tours that are specific to a master, and they get full pretty fast because of the destination. But there's other destination where it's going to be really mixed between masters, and it's a really good place because you're roughly a week, 2 weeks with the same people in one place. Let's say like one hotel, and you're all together there, and you go to the same classes, you do the same company visits, so you're always with those people, and it's sometimes from different masters. So yeah, you have occasion to meet.
Yeah, he said like before coming to the masters, I actually did the immersion program. I don't know if any one of y'all is going to do the MIP or the management immersion program. It's a program like a bridge for people who don't have a management background or something. And I think that was also another key component when I started my master, because you're like 40, 45 people, if I'm not mistaken, when we came here. I mean, I didn't know anyone personally before coming to that class. And it became a small family. I mean, it was from 9 to 6 roughly, and you're always with them. Because Barcelona is literally half empty in August because all the locals are away and you'll just find tourists. And you're trying to find your homes, you have your entire day of classes and a lot of group work. And then that whole part becomes your family. But the most amazing part of the immersion program was the fact that all of them were from different masters. So I already knew everyone, like at least a few people in every class in different masters, and that helped build my network a lot as well. So if anyone's doing the immersion program, I would say it's a really, really good experience, and I would say go ahead.
Okay, we will only have a couple more questions because we have to be slowly leaving the room. For the campus visit, with them, I think some of them have to go back to class, which would be 1, 2. Okay. And you will have a couple of drinks with them as well afterwards. Yeah. But
does any one of you regret not doing something? For instance, not participating in the study tour, or not signing up for SEMS, or any regret at all for this last year?
I'm probably one of the only ones who didn't take Spanish because I already had like a medium level, so I thought, you know, I'm going to do finance, and I don't know how difficult that will be for me, so I'd prefer just to play it on the safe side and not do it. But actually, as you already heard, it's really cool. It's a lot of fun, and I mean, sometimes people complain because yes, they have to do a presentation about something, but in the end, it's like really everyone's laughing about it, and it's a great chance to meet people from other masters. And yesterday, for example, it was Sant Jordi, and I was walking around in Barcelona like, what are all the flowers? You know, I had no idea what was going on, and then everyone from the Spanish classes told me, oh, it's Sant Jordi, it's like a Catalan Valentine's Day, and you know, you learn a lot about the culture, and so I think that would be something that in hindsight I probably should have also participated in.
It's probably specific for the ones that want to do entrepreneurship or start a business once they're out of university. So looking back, I think it's really valuable. I told a couple of you also during the lunch to maybe think about a business idea over the summer, which you then want to validate during your time here. Because ESADE gives you an incredible network, not only to professors and to smart people who will challenge you, but also to business angels, to potential VCs, and that's really, really great. So if you have like a week in the summer, you're with your family or with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, maybe take some time at the beach, just think about potential ideas you're interested in, sectors you like, and then you come here, and then the first thing you have to do, like really in the first 2 weeks, is to just like focus on a sector, choose a business, and then with a group of people, you have to actually set up this business. And I mean, it's not that you found the company, everything, but you have to do everything that at the end of the course, which is like 2 months later, this business could be set up and running. So to take some time to think about it beforehand, I think it's extremely valuable. And I can just also finance marketing people, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I mean, do it, and you will meet like many other people who will be who will be having this the same passion for it.
Thank you.
And last question to go.
Okay. What would you say, what is the key to be a successful student at ESADE?
I say it from what I see. I guess it really connects to his question, and it's pretty much about saying yes. Because as I said, ESADE is a land of opportunity. You can literally do a lot of things that you never thought you would be doing, meet people that you wouldn't be meeting, both in terms of friends, but like also professors and business contacts. So I think that the key is saying yes to every opportunity that makes sense to you. Some of these opportunities, for sure, they will not be good. They'll not be the best. I for sure regretted a few yeses that I said. But I think that's part of the game, and I think that the key is like getting involved in as much as you can, because you're here for this. Like, you're not going to spend 1 year like just partying, or on the contrary, just at the library studying. You want to get a very good and varied experience. So get involved and say yes.
So thank you very, very much. Somebody else wants to say something? No?
Well, thank you very much, guys. You give meaning to our job. So honestly, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, as you can see in the agenda, now it's time for the campus tour. As Catherine said, you're going to be guiding them around, and afterwards they're going to take you to Gilda, where we were eating our lunch, for drinks. There are some of you that have official interviews, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure that associate directors have told you what to do. If not, they will tell you now. Okay, and so as we are finishing the in-class, let's say, open day, I must say thank you very much to all the ones that connected through Adobe. Can we also give them a round of applause? It's not easy being there, and I know that it's not easy for you also. You spend the whole day here listening to all our stories, and luckily your stories were way more, let's say, fun and interesting. But this last round of applause is for you, okay? So give yourself a round of applause, please. No more applauses. Thank you very much for your time, for your interest. We look forward to seeing you all in September. Or if not, a very high percentage of you, it would be that you made it through the application process, and we were able to select very good candidates. So once again, thank you. Whatever you need, you know how to find us and where to find us. And from the admissions team, we want to say, once again, good luck. Congratulations for making up here, and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.